when it comes to the retirement shit, like you serious about this?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But why, bro? I just feel like it's too early. I feel like you fucking with us at this point. Like at this point, it's like you joking. Is it to sell a fight? Like, be real.
No, I mean, I ain't say I'm like retiring like after this fight, but for sure, like after this year, I'm retiring.
Why you retiring, Tank? Why you retiring?
What trash?
What changed? What made you?
This shit is trash, garbage. I don't care about belts and I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about none of that. That's why I don't want boxing no more. I want to do therapy, right? It will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me, man, so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry. And I have 2 girls, 2 daughters. I want to be living without being seen.
With a celebrity of your status, right? How do you just disappear and vanish?
You know, while he mentioned being retired, he also seems like he's got a plan before retirement, which I appreciate. Listen, man, life is about planning. And if anything, consider that a part of his plan. He knows what he wants to do, and he knows what he's trying to do before he gets out of here. You know, at the same time, like Terrence, for instance, I don't talk to Terrence about retirement.
Gervonta Davis's retirement statement shocks the boxing world. It's close for sure, he admits. This isn't just a pause, it's a retreat. Jake Paul will see this as an opening, and the stakes have instantly risen.
How soon is it going to be before you're done? Because on several occasions, it's almost like you're alluding to, you only have but so many fights left. You're looking to walk away from the game. How close are you to that, being undefeated and unblemished with some big fights out there for you to get?
It's close for sure. It just I don't know. It's a little draining. I just want to step back for a little bit and just focus on me personally. You know, I feel like I've been doing this for some time now, and I just want to give myself a break and focus on just me as a human being, me as a father, me as a son, and things like that. And then
with Tank stepping back, the question remains, will this be the final curtain or a strategic move before a bigger war? Tim Bradley gets straight to the point. If the fire's gone, walking away is the only choice. But for Jake Paul, this announcement is pure gold. Tank's retirement talk adds fuel to the hype, creating doubt and drama. Jake now smells opportunity, and the boxing world holds its breath.
What are your thoughts on Gervonta Davis saying that he's gonna walk away from boxing after 2025?
Look, I don't blame him. I'll tell you that much. I don't blame him, man. But this sport ain't no joke.
If the fire not there, you gotta walk away, right?
Sport's no joke, man. He's made a lot of money in the sport already. What it is, you know, I know there's fights out there that I would love to see Gervonta fight in, but if he ain't feeling it, he ain't feeling it. It is what it is. I mean, I can't force the man to fight. You know, he don't want to fight, and, you know.
The chatter isn't slowing. Tank's words have set the scene for Jake Paul to make his next bold move. Tank quotes, "Admission is powerful. This isn't a stunt. It's a revelation." For Jake Paul, it's a rare chance to capitalize on uncertainty. Davis stepping back fuels speculation, but also hands Jake a potential shortcut to the spotlight. This isn't over, it's the start of a much bigger story.
I want to talk about, just because I'm curious, so you see a lot of athletes announce retirement and then come back, or announce retirement and then don't retire. How realistic is this?
It's real.
Has it changed? Have you have you had any thoughts like, maybe I was tripping a bit?
Yeah, I do be having those thoughts.
Yeah.
But it's also too, I want to get myself together though.
Which is much more important.
Yeah, I really want to get myself together, like not retire, but take a break, you know. But the only thing is, well, I ain't gonna lie, I done already made a promise. To Al, like we out of it type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I can stick around and I will help people and guide people, but as far as like me competing, I don't really want to do it. It's like other stuff I need to work on, you know? Like being more there for my kids, going to school, you know, just building myself up as a person,
yeah.
You know what I mean? As a great human being. That's what I'm focusing on.
Tim Bradley hits the nail on the head. Tank is chasing the big payday, but Jake Paul is exactly the fight he can't ignore. For Jake, this is a golden moment. Tank's words almost hand Jake the fight on a platter. The stage is set for a colossal clash.
On action sport, I'm sure he wants to go out and face, guys like Garcia, you know what I mean? I'm sure he would want to get in the ring with Jake Paul, you know what I'm saying? Because that's money. So, I mean, look, man, he trying to get the bag and get on out with his wits and be happy.
Timothy Bradley versus Jake Paul, would you take it?
No, I wouldn't.
Not for $50 million?
Jake Paul could pay me $100 million, I wouldn't take it.
And with the financial stakes clear, the question now is, who wants it more? Lamont Roach's words underline Tank's raw power, a dangerous truth Jake Paul must reckon with. While Paul thrives on hype and agility, Tank's punching power is a different beast. This fight isn't just about fame, it's about survival. Jake's mindset will be tested like never before.
Tank the hardest puncher I ever faced. No. And I ain't shitting on him or nothing like that. He can punch. But Jonathan Okendo, he's from Puerto Rico. Bro, he got bricks in his hands, bro. I lie to you not. He punch hard. I ain't gonna lie. He a hard hit, motherfucker.
Haney's take adds drama. Tank's retirement could be nothing but a smokescreen. Jake Paul fans should pay attention. Tank's words hint at unfinished business, possibly against Jake himself. Retirement talk might just be another layer in the buildup to what could be boxing's most shocking matchup.
Reaction to Tank retiring?
He's retiring? That's what he said. Nah, he's not retiring. It's not a big fight to be made out there, and Tank knows that. I don't think he's gonna retire, with a lot of unfinished.
With retirement rumors swirling, Jake's camp smells opportunity, and the chessboard is set. Porter quotes, "Insight suggests Tank's retirement talk might be part of a bigger play. Jake Paul thrives in chaos, and this uncertainty is exactly what he needs to dominate the narrative. Tank's hints at a plan make this fight even more tantalizing for fans. The intrigue is real, and it's building fast."
He'll ask me sometimes, like, how you feel, how is that kind of stuff. I try not to be overly excited about it. I'm excited as heck to be retired. But when it comes to Terrence, it's my boy. What I can is put bugs in his ear, in his head about wanting to be retired, because I know once the closer you get to wanting to be there, the closer you are to there and further away from actual competition, So Tank, while he mentioned being retired, he also seems like he's got a plan before retirement.
Shakur Stevenson doesn't mince words. Jake Paul beating Tank Davis sounds improbable, but that's exactly why this fight has fans talking. Underdogs make history. Jake's unorthodox style and marketing mastery could turn the odds. This isn't just boxing, it's a clash of narratives, egos, and legacy.
I could see Tank just outboxing him and making it real easy.
Is there any way any realistic or legitimate way in your mind you could see Jake Paul winning a fight against Tank?
No.
No way.
Nope.
And with doubt in the air, the stage is perfectly set for Jake Paul to strike next. Shakur Stevenson calls it straight. Tank would be showing disrespect to boxing if he chooses Jake over a legitimate contender like him. That's a bold claim that adds fuel to the fire. Jake Paul thrives on drama, and this remark only heightens the stakes. The fight is no longer just about sport. It's about pride, legitimacy, and proving something bigger. Tank's path now is a test of focus, and Jake is ready to exploit every opening.
Ain't disrespectful to the sport if he chooses that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. And he called cap on it. So if you gonna call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove it. I think it's dangerous for him to go back in there and fight Lamont. I think Lamont is a hell of a fighter.
Spencer Oliver's words add a striking twist. The Joshua fight is dead, and Tank versus Jake is suddenly in the spotlight. For Jake Paul, this is the golden opportunity to step into a fight with massive attention and controversy. Negotiation drama aside, the hype machine is turning fast. Fans now aren't debating if this fight will happen. They're debating when and how explosive it will be. The stage is set for a battle beyond boxing.
Well, Ring Magazine have actually released it, so that's pretty strong. Pretty strong
evidence.
evidence that this fight is going to happen. So I think the negotiations with Anthony Joshua have broken down, and I think that was down to broadcasting rights, who would get that with Anthony Joshua being on DAZN. Obviously, Jake Paul is on Netflix, and that's probably where the problem was. So I think that fight is sort of like dead and buried in the water. And we get Gervonta Davis, man, like you.
With the Joshua talks dead, Jake's path to Tank grows clearer, and more tantalizing. Spencer Oliver throws another curveball. He actually sees Tank beating Jake. That's exactly the kind of talk Jake Paul needs to silence before fight night. Jake thrives on proving doubters wrong, and this height and size mismatch only adds intrigue. It's David versus Goliath with high stakes. For Jake, it's more than a fight, it's a chance to prove his critics wrong and cement his controversial legacy in boxing.
Fancy my chances. I think Gervonta Davis actually beats him as well. He's one of the pound-for-pound best fighters in the world at lightweight. But it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? It's like you got a guy of 5'5" boxing a guy of 6 foot plus. Cruiserweight, yeah, it's just all a little bit odd. I thought if they're going to do an exhibition, perhaps Jake should have picked someone more his side.
Jake Paul's response is dripping with confidence and cheeky bravado, exactly what fuels his rise as a polarizing figure in boxing. By calling out Gervonta directly, Jake turns the retirement chatter into a live challenge, pushing Tank into a corner where silence isn't an option. His question about a height limit isn't just banter, it's a pointed dig, designed to stir controversy and provoke a reaction. For Jake, this isn't merely about stepping into the ring, it's about controlling the narrative and showing that he can handle any opponent, regardless of size or pedigree. This comment escalates the feud and makes this potential clash even more combustible.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
This fight isn't just about two fighters in the ring, it's a battle for legacy, pride, and dominance in boxing's biggest spectacle. If Gervonta Davis truly walks away now, it leaves Jake Paul with an unanswered question mark, but also a golden opportunity to prove critics wrong and cement himself as more than just an influencer turned fighter. If Jake shocks the world and defeats Tank, it would redefine his career and silence countless doubters. But if Tank returns and wins, it will reinforce his reputation as one of boxing's fiercest forces. Mentally, Jake thrives on controversy and proving people wrong. Tank thrives on pure knockout power and pride. Who wants it more? That's the real fight before the bell even rings. This is bigger than boxing. It's about who controls the story. Where do you stand? Team Jake or Team Tank? Drop your thoughts below and join the debate.